Okay, here we go. Welcome to our speedway. Again, we're Fun and Sun Racing, the Zoomers RC Car Club. Here's our sign. There you go. We have about 95 to 100 members pretty much all the time. This is the back side of the driver's stand. If you look over this way, you'll see the lower level, which is our handicapped area. And we'll go around here and check this out. And there is my parts trailer in the front area of this. And then in the back of this area, back here is our timing and scoring. And that would be in here. And we have timing and scoring, and we have our audio system. And we will have our video system also. And this is a small stand for drivers, drivers' wives, ones that aren't running. Most of our heat races are usually between 8 and 10 drivers per heat. And I kind of show you all the track here. There you go. That's just a general view. And to go down, this is the main straightaway. I'm going reverse rotation now. And we have areas for the drivers to work on their vehicles. This is each side of this. There's a driver's area to work on. We've got power. And this is our area for our special needs folks. And then during the season, or Friday nights, this area is open. We don't have the advertising up yet. It's kind of out of season, but we have an awning that we roll down, shades the people that are working the concession area. Now this is our turn 4 stands. And if you notice in the video, you'll also see that we have, when I get around here, we have 2 stands over here too, and that would be on our back straight. So the back straightaway has 2 stands for folks. The track is nice and damp. We had a little bit of a shower last night, so this would be an ideal time almost to drive on it, but that's up to somebody if they want to try. If you look here for night racing, which we do every Friday night, and it's open any day of the week, so, or any night of the week. So anyway, up here, if you look, you will see we have lighting. This would be on the number 1 turn. And we have number 4 turn lighted. So that lighting is nowhere near the driver's eyes. That's not an issue. And then, I don't know if I can get out on the track here or not. I'm going to try. Yep. Come back with a little dirt. Okay. And if you look right here, you'll notice that we have a pole. Pretty exciting. But for us, this is because we added this in the beginning of summer. We've got PA horns out here. There's also other places where during the season or during a race we set up speakers. And the advantage of having it like this is no one speaker has to be particularly loud. Between the 4 that you see here, and we have 2 speakers in the back, and the driver's stand has their own speakers. And then if you look, you'll see that we also have lighting here. And these are LED lights. Those are 200 watt LED lights. They do a good job of lighting the back straight, which would be that lane there, of course, the back straight. And let me get the camera down here. And the one that's next to the back. So that helps. The other ones light the rest of the track, but that really does help us drive at night. So let me go across the track. I don't know if I can go much farther here without getting muddy. Our track has quite a bit of clay in it for down here in Texas anyway. It's hard to get good clay. There's sand everywhere. So we've got fairly high amount of clay in this. We had to search around to find a place to buy it. But there is a lot of clay. So this would be turn 3. And again, there's our stands with the handicap stands. And of course our flag's flying. It's a beautiful day here. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Okay, now if you notice, one thing that we're proud of that we did last year, we put in watering system. And this is a central system. It's supplied by piping along the track. And we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sprinklers in this system. And they're adjustable. We can set them up to go anywhere we want. We can move them around. You know, these floppy sprinklers are set up so we can stop their travel. And there's a control up here on the top that allows us to limit how much water comes out at any one time. You can make it shoot really far. These things, if there's no wind down here in Texas, which isn't too often other than this morning, this thing will shoot practically to the other side of the track. And again, this is our back stands. These are new for us. Back here we moved one, but we got one donated by our park. Actually, we got 2 donated by the park, one large stand and one smaller stand. We do have somewhere around 100 125 people besides the drivers and their wives. They come to watch the racing. And to go around here, what I'm aiming for is a bocce ball court right now. That's going to be expanded to a whole nother new area beside it. It'll be over here beside it. And then volleyball court over there. And more sprinklers. Each sprinkler has a valve to turn it. Let me get it down here. Each sprinkler has a valve to turn it on and off and regulate the amount of water we put out. Right now, they're pretty much all open all the way. And we were lucky when we first set up this track that the park had a water supply line running under the ground here. So they put this in for us with a master shutoff valve, extra hoses. Now each of these stanchions that has a sprayer on it can be tapped to run hoses. So if we don't want to run the big sprayers, we can run separate hoses. And then we also have a fire type hose that can go right there. And that allows us to run a 2.5 inch hose or 2 inch hose. I forget what it is, but anyway, it's a big hose. And we can individually water stuff far away or keep our grass watered. And we just have had some rain, so the grass is looking good. It looks good all the time anyway. We've got 4 people that stay here all the time and work on the track during the summer. It's hard to keep these down here to keep the grass nice. And if this goes good this year, this is the start of our rock crawling course. And my wife and some other friends have been working on that, so we'll see how that goes this year. We're going to try to run that. The park's been very helpful with that issue because, you know, that's not taken off like we thought it would. But there wasn't any people here by the time they got this started, so we'll see how it goes this year. And again, timing and scoring in my shop. Now, where I do my other videos are from the shop at home. When the season starts, we'll probably have more done down here. This is what we call our kiosk. The kiosk lets us post After each race, we post all the positions and what type of race we had. As you can see here, we run 4-wheel drive ovals. Let me get up a little closer. There we go. We run 4-wheel drive ovals, 2-wheel drive ovals, and then we have classes A, B, and C in most of these, unless sometimes in 4-wheel drive oval and technical we have too many, so we have to run a next class, a D class. And all that is essentially the folks in the D are the newer folks, and we go by time, average time over the year, and they can move. So if they improve over the year, they'll go from D to C and C to B, and we don't want to see too many in my class, but it's happening. These guys are all getting quite good. 4-wheel drive tech, see, and then we've got 2-wheel drive tech, and that's really working out good. This is really good for us. And we got Truggy, which may change this year. We might just open up the class. This was a spec class, and the company associated that made these, what we called Truggies, they're really stadium trucks, but the guys that made it, Associated, we tried to keep running those. The problem with it is that they don't make them anymore. Parts are still easy to get, but not the easiest. And then we have drag racing also on Friday nights, and that's kind of not technically like what most of us consider drag racing, but it is elimination rounds. And what it is, it's one lap and starts at the start finish line. We just, as soon as the horn goes off, you go, and it's one-on-one, one lap. And it's proven to be fun. The audience likes it, drivers like it. Our timing and scoring bridge goes across right here. These are 10-foot lanes. So we do our timing and scoring there, and it's accurate down to the thousandths of a second. None have been quite that close, but we've had some races that are down into the hundredth of a second between us. So we got that. Now here, again, driver's stand. The work areas are lighted. We've had some issues with the lighting. Those halogen bulbs are burning out a lot, so we're gonna change everything there to LEDs this year. But that works great. They're on a switch, so if you're down here and you want to work on it at night, you can work on your car. It's been great. And then under the stands, we added storage. So on race day, you've got a place to put some cars if you got a lot of cars. You can bring them out here, then get them ready. So we pre-stage the cars on race day. We pre-stage our cars right on this part of the stand. And since there's only 8 or 10 running, so you've only got basically that many on here, so it's not an issue. It works good. Let's go up on the stand, check it out while I'm here. Okay, so this side we got steps, so we do have a ramp on the other side. I'll show you for handicap, but this is set up. This is the driver's view. And as you see, you can see the track well from up here. Let's just go around here. And our normal, a lot of this is set up, we call normal. It really isn't nobody normal here, but we have this higher area to lean on and race from, but we're pretty much limited in the amount of people on this area, because this used to go all the way down on both sides down into here. But what I did here is, because we have some folks that need a shorter or smaller area here to lean on, I just, one day with nothing better to do, we did this. And so they can do that, but yet if we get a lot of people that need the height, we got that, and that continues it on. Whoops, Camera's having a little fit. This gimbal is okay, but it does a good job because I can't hold it very steady. So, but that does work well. And then this just folds up and locks. So there's one on each end here. Okay, now here's our handicapped area or special needs area down in here. And they've got an extra wide area to put their car up on, then the folks down on the track will help get the car off this once they get their cars ready. And there's room here, there's plenty of room for wheelchairs or carts or anything they need. Again, here's our area for the concessions. And this is the handicapped ramp. And it goes down to where they can get up on here. And if you look, you see some picnic tables. We have social events after every Friday night race. And it's just a good time. We have a good time. People bring goodies and drinking goodies, and we just have a good time. Get over our frustrations for losing the races. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, the last thing really, is once we get down here, good morning. Now if you look at the track, you'll see this track can be run as ovals, or we can run as a technical race. So as an oval race, what we do, now this would be turn 3 over here. Come around the outside, start down there, come around there to turn 2, come down turn 2, turn 3. So now, turn 3, we have a big opening in here. And the turn 3 folks, they can go around here, and on an oval race, they just go straight, just like it's an oval, so it is a true oval. But then when we do our racing for technical racing, we come around again, turn 3, come in here, and hang a left, a sharp left, and then you start through the whole course, the technical course. And then when you're done there, through the technical part, you come out right over here. So without moving barriers or anything, we've got it set up. See, once they come out of here, out of the technical course, they continue onward here. So that would be a technical lap. There's some old guy on there bugging me. Alrighty. Oh, and this is a new drainage system. All this does is collect the water and puts it into a well type over here that's filled with coarse stone. And again, another sprinkler. Well, I think that's about all I've got to show you. So it will have more goodies to show when we start racing, which is coming up. Won't be long. We're going to get some live Friday night racing on the other channel. And the other channel I started is Zoomers RC Live. So you might want to check that out. We usually start racing around 8 o'clock this time of year. So I will show you what we got when we race. Alrighty. And out here would be one of our groundskeepers, greenskeepers, whatever, pain in the butt, whatever, that's him. And that's Bob, you all know him. He's going to go kill some poor ants.
I killed them all the other day. I only saw 2 live here today.
Yeah, those red ones, they'll die from that. Good. Alrighty. So for now, it's Carl the Fixer, And you finally got a little tour of the track for any of you that don't know the track. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing it and showing off what we have. And hopefully we'll be doing this when there's more people around. So for now, take care, goodbye. Please subscribe. Thank you.